Oh, so professional. There we go. The calendar. What's wrong with it, my Tony? Why are you shaking your head for?
It's just the beginning. I can't do it.
It's a good entry. We haven't got like $1 million production here. Feel free to make one for us.
Look, I'll work on it. I think I've got some ideas.
We're gonna do roll the dice.
No, it's gonna be Lego related. Gosh, come on. Don't try to typecast me in a tiny little box. I don't just do dice for a living. Come on.
We're all in little boxes.
I know, you're right.
You are so stereotyped now to be a dice person. He ain't gonna leave you. It's all you.
Oh wow. Wait. I actually met some kids the other day. They did not ask me about dice at all. They asked me about Lego. So it's changing. Something's happening.
That's a good thing. It's a good thing. Anyway, you guys have already been on the show, but the awesome dude underneath me has not. Mr. Michael, welcome to the Bilsy Show.
Great to be here.
Mate, thank you very much for jumping in and joining in and, wasting half an hour before the show starts for the next episode tonight.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not in it, so,
No, yeah. So let's bring that. I mean, for a reason, I guess you got a big goofy smile on your face. You did take out the what was it? They didn't call it nothing fancy. Hey, it was just you kind of got the free pass
just
to have a day off. Yeah, the immunity. How good is literally having a day off though, amongst all the hecticness?
Yeah, when everyone's coming back stressed out of their minds, and you're sitting there going, "Oh, I had a double 2-hour massage today, guys. What did you do?"
It's like, I spent so many hours in that spa at the Seabull. It was amazing. All right, let's talk about it. So last night was, of course, Hero's Quest. First off, I'm trying to find a photo of that little car. That little setup and the way that car was, I friggin' love that. Like how he raised the floor and made it look like a car running on the train tracks. Was
little car with a train engine shoved in it. Yeah,
that was a wicked build. And once again, like I'm going through a few, and I don't. So we got. Just before I start showing footage from last night, I got copyright striked last week. So and it stuck.
Oh.
The poo heads, but it happens.
For what?
Just contest it.
Can you not say for what?
Channel 9. I think, was it because you showed it too large?
Yeah.
From it?
But you can contest it, and you can like say, constructive criticism, blah blah blah, all that kind of stuff. Fleur.
We have it. Yeah, we have it happen all the time. Hello, Fleur. Yeah, we have it happen all the time. Especially for music, even though all of the music that we have is owned and, copyright free, sometimes every now and then it'll get copy striked. And then we can test it. So then the issue is it won't happen for other people if it ever picks it up again. So then it's like us helping others, which is something that I try to do.
Nice?
It's my job.
All right. So I'm going to just play a little bit of snippets and I'll jump on it if I have to. Let's open this screen. So, Michael, I'm going to leave it to you. As Hamish shows it going around, it might be a bit jump in that because I'm doing 5 million things at once. It was pretty much like your first build. Pull out a table, you all get a different, table to build on. This time you had a whole bunch of little themes going for the Hero Quest. Pretty much give us the brief. Give us a rundown on what you had to build and what they were.
Rightio. So from memory, it was filmed a while ago, but the challenge was the Hero's Quest, and what you got was a set plate, and each plate had a section of the map, I guess you'd call it, and each one was themed. So it was Caribbean, jungle, highlands, Mediterranean, and Egypt or desert, I believe, and the snow world as well, or frost world. And essentially what you had to do was build a quest related to that. So each team managed to pick one up. I think Ryan and Gabby were unlucky with the Brick of Doom. It had to pick up the last one, which was the Highlands, which I think everyone was trying to avoid at all costs. We were lucky enough to snag the jungle one. We think it was probably the best one there. Just mainly for us, we certainly had a few ideas up the sleeve, and I think Amy in Atlanta may have seen that giant tiger/cat head before.
Yes.
I think it was a lot larger though. I feel like yours was like, I'm not sure how big the tiger head looked, but it looked about this. Whereas the one that we saw that you've previously built was like this.
Yes.
Yeah, I certainly had to scale down. But
Stunning. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm getting tackled now. That's fantastic.
That's when you know you've made it.
That's it.
Oh
You've hurt people.
Yeah, in the war zone.
Yeah.
So let me bring the screen back up and let's I guess go through the guys' builds from last night. And oh man, how much did they play on the whole Anubis? Like Anubis, everything was like that was kind of like the edit. And then you got to give a giggle to Hamish's new bus joke. It was a bit funny. Yeah, you got to love that.
What did he say again? I can't even remember.
It was, that's talking about a whole bunch of Anubises being the Egyptian stuff, or it's what a bus driver wanted for
that's
Christmas.
What a bus. Yep. Oh my gosh, I rolled my eyes so hard.
All right, we'll go back and let them happen. Congratulate. So obviously, we'll go. Well, I think this starts with the camera following him around. You're going to get copyright striked again. All right, now let it zoom in. Bear with me. What's this? Hold on. Pete loves the Warzone roast.
Pete's got about a 0.2 KD if he's lucky on a good day, and that's Fleur's husband, so he sucks.
The best part about being on this stream, he's not on it, so he can't, fight it back. So, mate, slander all you need to. Get into it.
Exactly. I've offered to carry him to his first win, and he still hasn't accepted it. So, Pete, if you're listening, on my back.
Oh, shots fired.
Oh, typical gamer calls, eh?
Yeah.
All right, as it goes around, obviously was the Anubis from
David and Gus.
Gus and Dave.
Yep.
And then it moves around into the very creepily looking
Anthony.
What do they call it? Not an octopus. What was the name
Kraken.
for it? That's it. The Kraken with the whippy, which was awesome. Friggin' loved that. Here we go. The monster awesome tiger.
The tiger temple.
Look at that. Yep.
Gorgeous.
The cool temple. Owen and Scotty's Cyclops and Minotaur.
I love this.
Yeah.
Because when we were out, Owen actually showed us the mechanic, and he's like, shh. He's like, I'm gonna show you guys this, just like it's a sneaky thing that I'm working on. And he showed us that mechanic because it flicks the switch back and forth, so it's able to have that movement. And he was so excited about it, and I was like, wow, this is dope. And it was really cool to see him use it, and I was so excited.
It was pretty cool.
So good.
I think that was my favorite build on the day. It had a lot going on that didn't get shown. It was actually way more impressive than I think the camera made it look, and the camera made it look pretty good.
Yeah, it was awesome. And then obviously Gabby and Ryan's Loch Ness, and then the witch with the miniature hat from the ladies.
Make sure you call it Plessy, otherwise Ryan will get a bit pissy.
Nessie, don't say Nessie.
It's called
Plessy.
Yeah.
And I've got to show my favorite part of the whole episode. With hopefully I can get audio as well. So let me just trust me. You will laugh and giggle and you realize what part I'm about to show as soon as I show it. And man, it's the best. And you can imagine the off-camera laughs that it would have got too. So let's see if we can do it with audio. Here we go. Please work.
I think I know what it is too.
Yeah.
Can you imagine what this build?
Oh, have I missed it?
The Cyclops in it? Yeah, pretty boring. Yeah, that's exactly.
No, not yet.
No, not yet.
And look what happens.
I can't believe they added it. I was so excited.
It's the best though.
So good.
If anything sums up Scotty,
humor.
That's Scotty 101.
I think we might have missed it.
Technical functions, boy, it really
No.
bodes well. Well done, guys.
Okay.
Oh wait.
Yeah, see, we did. Okay, there it was.
Oh yeah.
No, there it was.
Yeah. If you haven't seen it yet, keep your ears open. This is funny as.
100% feeling the ancient Roman vibe.
The doors are dope. Oh my gosh.
White columns. We've got our Minotaur that's been summoned to take on this giant Cyclops that's come down on the town in the adventure.
Cyclops is cool. The anticipation.
It's kind of it's a whole world. If you have a little piece that you're proudest of in there, Scotty? Oh, I kind of like the bathhouse. She's peeing in the bath.
Yes.
Like she actually is as well. Like it's got the yellow
Yeah.
and green.
Got
Like,
the yellow.
How good is that? How good is
So
that?
good.
Amazing.
How
Very
funny!
Scotty.
Absolutely loved it.
Yeah.
It was good, and like you said, it's a surprise they put that stuff in because,
Mm.
as we mentioned, I mentioned to Amy last night and Atlanta the other day that it sucks how much they do edit out. You think, man, I wish they put that in.
Yeah, no, and I think that was probably the most appropriate thing Scotty said during that little interview there with Hamish and Brickman. So that was probably why it made the cut.
Because everything else was below the belt. How funny. So how many, going to you, Mike, how many different ideas went through your head before you came up with the tiger, the temple?
Honestly, as these lovely ladies will probably attest to, that was my first idea, and I stuck with it the whole time. I knew as soon as we got jungle, I knew exactly what we were building. You would know, Bilsy, how you do practice stuff away, and then finally, by some miracle, whatever you've practiced, you have the opportunity to use.
Dude, you should see how many oversized DeLoreans I got, man. Like
I was going to say, yeah. We're pretty happy with that one.
That was it's like when you do get, I mean, even when you build for shows, when you get that challenge or that brief or that, you're like, I know how to do that. I'm good at that. I know where I've got to go. Then happy days. It's to your advantage. No one else knows that. Well, even if they do, it's like it's almost a hidden threat. It's like, oh shit, Malcolm knows how to build that. We're going down.
Yeah, I think pretty much everyone in the room knew exactly what was coming from us as well.
That's good though. Good for you. And hey, it paid off. You got the immunity, you got the break, you got the rest. But in saying that, now everybody knows obviously tonight's episode is the cut in half, and what another original idea, awesome stuff there. Would you have wanted to build in that?
Yeah, so 100%. I would have loved the rocket. Sorry, not the rocket, the telescope.
Okay.
Yeah, so I would have absolutely loved that. That was probably the one build I was looking forward to doing the most coming into the show. If they did recycle it, which they did, and we didn't get to, unfortunately. But I mean, like some of the builds this season have been so far and above what I think everyone was expecting.
Oh yeah.
So you're pretty stoked to get through. As Atlanta and Amy will know, like it sucks going home on a build that you're pretty happy with because you feel like you've done really well.
Yeah. Within saying that, super happy.
If you were on tonight and you did get the telescope, what would you have done with it?
So I would have played with the outer space vibe. So I would have got a fair bit of height to it. So I would have had the rocket essentially. So the telescope was on an angle like this. So my camera's coming up backwards, and I would have done a big rocket launching up off it. So you got a fair bit of smoke drifting off the back, and this rocket's just sending it towards the stars. And the back end of it probably would have been like a smaller version of the solar system. So it's almost you call it forced perspective. You've got this mini solar system at the back and this big rocket launching away from it all at the front.
Yeah, nice.
I think out of all the half stuff, that would have been the least one I wanted. To be honest,
Me too. I think my choice would have been gramophone.
Yeah, gramophone, number one for sure. What about you, Amy?
I actually haven't seen, I haven't actually had a look at which options there are. I'm waiting to watch the episode. I haven't spoiled any.
We won't spoil it much.
Yeah.
All good. Atlanta, what would be your fave?
Look, with the half and half, it'd probably be the gramophone also. But I was thinking more about the previous episode and what crazy adventure you could send people on.
Well, that was my next question.
Well, there we go. I'm just reading your mind, Bilsy.
Yeah.
And I was thinking,
just wake me up.
You're welcome. Anyway, guys, welcome to this show. And
oh, sorry about that. I just must have skipped around.
I deserve that. I probably deserve that. No, I was thinking it'd be really cool to do like some sort of, be it a whale or a shark coming up over like through the track. So the cart itself actually goes through it and out the blowhole. I was thinking of like a big orca. If like we would probably want Caribbean would probably be something that we would have gone for. And I thought that'd just be such a cool idea to have like Pinocchio on the inside of this orca and then it come through on the other side, because like it's just interesting. We do weird shit, so it just went through my mind. I was like, that'd be so cool to do.
I thought you meant what would we choose on the half thing?
He did.
Oh, okay.
I jumped in.
She changed she shook it up a bit.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was like,
What'd Fleur say? Oh, Bills, how are you in the brick pit? Or in the brick pit? He took over Geordie's job.
Yeah, I did. This is season 2 brick pit though.
Yeah, if you look in our background, our background is season 1 brick pit. So if I go like, that was a photo from season 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
We shook it up. We don't have any season 3 photos, but I'm sure you had better bricks than us. Not jealous. Oh, better.
I think a lot of bricks were missing, weren't they?
I don't know. I think.
Don't know what we're talking about, do you?
No, didn't touch any. What do you mean?
Yeah, definitely didn't steal any minifigs, did you?
I actually did hear that there was a suitcase of bricks went missing from season 1. Just saying.
Oh, what happened there?
Yeah, you know the ones
the practice
hotel,
kit.
the hotel practice kit. Yeah.
Someone stole it them.
Oh my goodness.
Oh.
No doubt who it was.
Who?
Tim and Danny, they've had tons of extra bits. We didn't even have. Yeah, they did. Fleur, I'm such a Twitch virgin. It should have been obvious that you had backgrounds.
No, they're actually in the studio.
Fleur, or?
It's like you got to quickly change your background now. It's like, there's something different. Oh, how'd you get there so quick? How funny. Like the other night when I was on the balcony, how many people thought that was a background? It's the way it is. It's funny as. A non-Lego Masters question. I'm going to start with you, Amy. What's your hobby? What do you do that's not Lego? Other than, I suppose we talked about it. You do your what's the word for it? What's the plant lover?
Oh, yeah, I collect succulents. But I don't know. I play Xbox.
Oh, you have your bird.
Oh, yeah, I have my bird as well. Yes. Yep.
There you go.
Yeah.
And Lancer, obviously, we know Dyson and nerd games are your side thing.
Dice, role-playing games. Look, I actually got some art. I draw art too.
Oh, actually, you ripped out a guitar early. I don't think many people know that, do they?
Yeah, I play guitar, all the fun stuff. We played a lot of guitar on set. But that's like some of my art pieces that I'm working on at the moment. They're very nerdy. There's a flump for all the D&D people out there. But yeah, look, I do a lot. I always constantly keep myself busy. Like I've worked in technical theatre for 10 years. So like my passion is lighting and sound design. But within saying that, I'm qualified. I'm able to do like set design, costume design, all of that fun stuff. And yeah, so there is pretty much nothing that I don't really do. I don't love sports, but within saying that, like I've got no issues doing gym and everything like that. But
do you follow sports?
Don't follow sports. No, not at all.
Neither do
I've got better things to do. More important things to do.
Why are you attacking me like that, Anna?
It was just to attack you, Michael.
So what's your non-Lego, I guess, time filler?
I'm kept pretty busy with work. So I work at KPMG as a consultant, so that's pretty busy.
Don't you play football?
I did last year. Last year was my last year. I kept getting knocked out, so it was about time I stopped.
Oh my
I shouldn't laugh, but
yeah, it's pretty fair. It is fair enough. No, I play. I don't know. I love sport. I'm actually a Crows fan, which sucks, but
What about league? You're a Raiders fan?
No, I'm actually a Melbourne fan, so I won that one.
Bills is a hardcore Canberra fan.
Oh well, up the milk. No, I play a fair bit. I do game a fair bit, probably a bit too much. with Shonny Lomas, who's decided to drop into the chat. He loves it. He's pretty shit though, so sucked into him.
I love that. You know what it's going to be like? It's like we've got nothing to talk about for last night's episode. Let's just have dig at people we don't like. So I'll start.
Oh my goodness!
I stayed with him in. I actually just stayed with him down in Melbourne when I went down there for the Brickman exhibition.
Oh yeah, cool. Oh yeah, Sarah's in the chat now. See, I love that everyone's coming in. We should just share. We should do like a towards the end a full all contestant multi-stream. I mean, it might be everyone talking on top of each other, but hey, it'd be half interesting for half hour.
Yeah.
Do you reckon you could squeeze a word in between Owen and Scott abusing each other, or?
Nope.
I'll bring all that. You know what? I'll bring all the seasons in 1, 2, and 3.
Oh, I'd love
That'd
that.
be amazing.
We're watching. It's such a surreal experience. Like I was fangirling over Trent. I saw him in Tea Tree Plaza, like a shopping center here, a year ago. And I called Jeff and I was like, oh my God, I just saw Trent. Like I was shaking. I was so excited. And now like he messaged us today and was like, hey, do you guys want to come and have dinner like at our house on Tuesday next week and watch the episode? And I was like, yeah, sure. And Jeff was like, this is our life now. Like a year ago, we would have never thought this was happening. And it's insane.
I mean, come on, Michael, you're like that with me at Canberra. We know you were.
Oh, mate. Oh.
Then you look at the photo and it's like, you're like this with the trophy and Henry's like, hey.
Yeah, Henry's going, don't fucking touch that. Don't even look at it.
He was actually dirty as hell that day because I think someone wrecked it or bumped one of the bricks off and he was just tired. He was wrecked after that weekend.
Mm.
But yeah, poor popular Henry. It's too popular.
Yeah,
Life's tough. It's hard.
Yeah.
What's that? His toy room is expensive. Oh,
I know.
Trent.
I'm so excited.
Oh,
Excited.
Well, it was funny. I got to talk to Trent. I had an interview with Trent online on his podcast before season 2, and then before they even knew, like I think season 2 was announced, and then I seen them all in Melbourne at Brickvention, and it's like, hold on, this is too sus for you all to be here all at once,
Yeah. Oh.
And then it all came out. I was like, oh, that's cool. And then then obviously COVID ruined it for season 2. Unfortunately,
Yeah.
I mean, getting out.
Yeah.
Well, Tim literally got a photo. Who wouldn't? I'd love photos of myself in that toy room.
Yeah.
Does he have an inventory, or is it,
For sure he would.
just asking for a mate?
Just asking for a mate.
You're going in with empty pockets.
No. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
It was. No, it was I went. Like I actually went to they had a toy and comic convention exhibition here in Adelaide the other day. I got a text message and being like, hey, you guys coming? And I was like, to what? What's going on? And they're like, yeah, you should come down. So we went down and Summer's like, oh, I just got here for absolutely no reason. Where is everyone? Like we hadn't met Summer at this stage. And she's like, she walked up the line and I was like, Summer, and like pulled her into line with us. And she's like, oh my God. And then we got inside finally, and people were waiting for us because Josh was telling people that we were coming. And we're just like, hey, can we get photos and stuff? And I was like, oh, yeah, sure.
Does anyone in Canberra watch Lego Masters, Michael? Like, are you getting noticed?
Mate, as you know, Canberra's not exactly a large community, and the Lego community is even smaller. I've been pretty fortunate that my walk to my morning coffee hasn't been interrupted yet, so... I'm not too concerned about that, fortunately.
I'm sure it will.
It'll happen.
It'll definitely happen. Lukey, hey Ghetto, hey Tan, hey champion. Tim and Danny, what'd she say? Oh, super organized. Yeah. They'd be like millimeter precision in everything, the way it's stanced as well. Not just stock taped. It'd be, posed. He's probably got a Bible. Mate, you posed wrong. You put Michelangelo the wrong way.
Yeah, take photos of everything just to double check it every couple of days.
I assume the room's in a vacuum too to make them pristine in their condition. So when he resells them,
Oh yeah, you've got to go through like a vacuum sealed door to actually get in there first.
That's why.
Yeah, and it has that.
That's why his hair's the way it is. Too bad he's not in the chat.
Yeah.
That'd be funny. We could have pulled him in and beat him up a bit. I don't have him. No, I don't have him.
Not
here.
at all. I'll fangirl out again. Don't do that to me.
Yeah. Now, obviously, we can't talk too much about tonight's. I guess half.
Tonight's an elimination, isn't it?
Tonight is an elimination.
Yeah.
So
Oh my goodness.
I'll give you a quick spoiler.
No one goes home, but
I'll give you a quick spoiler. Harry and Michael don't go home.
Oh my goodness. See, that was the team that I thought was gonna go.
You're pretty shocked, eh?
Yeah.
Who would have thought the boys
Absolutely
from Canberra? Who would
shocked.
have thought?
Oh, you may not be the crowd favourites, but you're clearly just slipping under the radar.
That's what we're here for. That's what Canberra is.
Oh my gosh, your spider bat was insane. I
Yeah.
loved it. It needed more screen time. I was so mad because I was like, it's stunning. Why is there not more of this?
It looks so cool because I wasn't able to walk up and actually look at it when we were on set. So I'm like trying to look. I'm like, that looks really cool. So it was awesome to see it on tally.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was, we were pretty happy with that. It was pretty big. It was massive. It really didn't fit on the table.
A question I'm
Yeah.
going to put out there: does Gus make his own T-shirts?
No, he just has amazing t-shirts.
Yeah.
He had some out there T-shirts.
Gus has got some fantastic T-shirts.
Yeah.
They didn't show it. Do you see the minifig T-shirt?
Yeah, he wore
Yeah,
it
it was in episode
in the
3.
No Globe episode.
He did this thing where he just brings it up to his chin like this, and all you see is his head on a
It's
minifig.
just his head on the minifig.
I sent him a message today saying you win all the competitions for best t-shirts. Far out.
Yeah.
I don't think he's won his best shirt yet, though. So when you see it, you'll know it. It's probably the best writing on any shirt you'll see this season.
Oh, awesome. I can't wait.
We'll have to hold that. I've actually got a really good photo of G. I don't know what folder I've hidden it in, but G, for the DeLorean episode, because they were paying us out so much, they brought out a maxi fig, and they're like,
Yeah,
"Here, maybe this guy can fit in DeLorean and genius up." Anyway, G took the head off, and walked around with it like this. So it was G's head, and the bottom half of the. It was funny.
Oh my goodness.
No, yeah, it's going to take me more than 2 minutes to bring it in.
yeah.
So, all right, so we've got what's tonight? Tuesday. We've got tonight, and then another, obviously, the elimination. And then tomorrow night we'll try have whoever gets the boot. Being brutally honest, end of the day, it is a game. I guess it is what it is.
Tomorrow night or Sunday night? Don't you have someone else lined up for tomorrow night?
Well, we'll find out. So hopefully, for those that are watching, fingers crossed, we may have Brickman tomorrow night. But
Nice.
the amount of times that the goalposts have moved, not banking on it, but we'll see.
It's tough. It's tough. Yeah.
So tomorrow night.
We're supposed to have no. So before the show tomorrow night, we're supposed to have Brickman on here.
Lego
tomorrow.
Master. Lego Master
tomorrow
isn't
night.
on tomorrow night. It'll be back Sunday night, but we stream on Wednesday nights anyway.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Normally, so mine and Bill's during the week, we're actually building a big Wild West collaboration. We'll fill you guys in on it. Actually, it'll be good to have you guys join in.
That'd be
Um,
really
yeah.
cool.
But yeah, we can leave that for another day. All right, people. Get out there and watch it. Like we said, you won't see too much of Michael and Harrison tonight. They are having a little bit of a break. It is a really good episode. Follow all the guys on Instagram. Go and check them all out. I don't have time to write it here, but I'll put it in the description somewhere. Amy and Alanda, thank you for coming back. And, we might get you back
Anytime.
again.
It's a lot of fun.
We'll definitely have you back before the end of the season. And I'm going to try work out, see if we can get like this big mash of just everyone and
Everyone that
Chaos.
came in.
some chaotic type of a stream.
Love it.
Just
Even if
a
I've got to
nosy.
pull myself out, just sit back and be a fly on the wall and be like, guys, just bitch about everyone. Go for it.
Yeah.
I'll load the gun with the bullets and you guys can just throw them. That's how it's going to be. Michael, thanks, dude. Appreciate you coming for the first time, and we'll definitely have you back for sure. And we'll try to be back. We don't know with what guests tomorrow night, but me and Bilsy will be back tomorrow for our normal Wednesday night show. People, enjoy tonight's show. See you later.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.